Figured I'd take today and go over the LS swap I've been saying I would cover for a while. This is my 1975 K20. I'll back it up here so we can check it out. I find it starts better if I let it prime all the way, so give it 4 or 5 seconds. Not bad. Let's check it out. Alright, so what we've got is a junkyard, I guess, quote unquote, motor. I got it from a buddy of mine. It was basically a long block, so missing intake and coils and valve covers and all the front drive stuff. And I went ahead and got some used truck coils. I got the drive stuff from Holly, Gates water pump. Another friend of mine gave me a stock intake, fancy valve covers, some Schoenfeld headers, eBay throttle body, and then went with the Holly Terminator X ECU and harness stuff. As far as the swap itself, I used the ICT billet adapter plates and bolted them to the factory clamshells that were on the old small block. And the only tight spot is up in this front corner of the oil pan, and if I had just taken that little broken plastic piece off there and that bolt out of there, it would probably clear no problem, but it is tight. Bell housing, of course, bolts right up. I bought the adapter flex plate and a little ring to center the torque converter, so that all bolted right up. Yes, it's tight to the firewall, but it does fit in there. Radiator is factory stock. Try to get a better view over here. And it uses the OEM hose from a mid-2000s pickup. It already crosses over the top, so it actually went right to the old radiator. Yes, the hose was snug, but it does go on. Just had to make a little short one for the bottom side on that side. And even the heater core lines come right off a factory LS pump and conveniently go right to the firewall. I mean, it's awesome, goes right together. Brackets are Holly, but I bought the components separate, so I got just in a parts store pump from like a Corvette, pickup truck alternator, Rock Auto for some pulleys and things and tensioners and all that stuff, water pump. Did the inline resistor for the alternator, so that charges. And just had to make one power steering line for the box, and the return side, of course, is just soft rubber hose. I went right to that Corvette style reservoir, so that was a breeze. As far as engine stuff goes, all I did internally was oil pump, timing set. I slammed a sloppy stage 2 camshaft in it. Because it was the right cam? No. But was it the cheapest one I could get and it has a chop idle now? Yes. Should have gone with a different converter while I was there. Kind of wish I'd done that, but it still works fine. I did the bushing upgrade in the rocker arms, some better valve springs from Comp, and some new valve seals, and oil pan gasket, and a nice, cheap valley cover gasket to take out the knock sensors. But that is it. Coat of orange paint and put her in the hole. It's got a pretty aggressive idle, and I will let you hear that next. Let's do a little startup. So it's pretty cold. It just ran for 2 minutes when I backed it up. So let's. one last thing I didn't mention is I got a Tanks Inc. set up with tank, pump, fuel sending unit, filter regulator, push log hose, and fittings for like under 500 bucks. Great setup. The sender was absolute garbage. I was setting it up, and the screw that holds in the little arm with the float stripped with a screwdriver this big, just twisting with my wrist. So I drilled it and tapped it to a bigger size, put a machine screw in it, got it to work, put it in the tank, and it actually hits internally in the tank if you set it up per their instructions. So spent another 100 bucks, got the tube type fuel sender, and it works fine now. So other than that, that was pretty easy. Got the tank in and out and swapped in like an hour and a half. It was great. And I think that about covers the swap. Yes, it's a 5.3 and a 3/4 ton pickup, but it's got 410 gears in it. I don't tow with it. I don't need a mountain of torque. It's my weekend driver. I take stuff to the dump with it. It sounds cool. Doesn't go super fast. I mean, it's a stock 4-wheel drive suspension, so the steering is horrible. So anything over 75 really isn't that fun anyway, especially when I put 31 1050 tires on it. So yes, should I have gone bigger cubic inch, 6-liter, something like that? Yes. But does it work pretty darn good for an old truck you drive around a lot? Yes. Highly recommend the swap.